Right, we've got enough people. We've got enough people. Hello, people. Right, okay. Are you ready? This is really damning, shocking stuff. It's appalling. Right, I'm gonna press play. Okay. Let me know if you've got any problems hearing it.
Hello, alright, my name's John Major. I know Brian mentioned me earlier. I did 25 years, I'm an ex-policeman, I was detective in the Metropolitan Police. I dealt with, I specialised in child abuse investigations.
Can you hear it alright?
I dealt with a case of, I was on the vice unit, specialist unit in the police. I dealt with a case of child vice that was reported.
Can you hear it, people?
I looked into it and it was quite apparent that it was quite endemic. There was one little girl, she was 13, she was being pimped out and she was being given heroin and crack cocaine, and she told me of another girl who told me of another girl, and on it went, and it was an organised child prostitution racket which was increasing by the day. The kids went from 9 years old right the way up to 14-year-olds, and they were taken to some wealthy places, they were taken to some bottom-end places. But what came out of it was that these kids were all known to the care system, to social services. They were all subject to care orders, every one of them. And also that there was a judge involved. There was a senior cop involved. There was someone high up in the BBC involved. And it had been going on for well over a decade and probably into 2 decades. I put together a very concise and factually based intelligence report, submitted it, and thinking that I would be promoted for what I disclosed, or at least rewarded, the opposite occurred. At the same time, this is relevant, I was a single parent of 4 children. I was brought into a senior officer's office. This senior officer is now one of the leading police officers in the country.
Leading police officer?
And what happened next was just, well, was perverse. He turned around to me and he said, you know, what have you done? I said, well, what do you mean what have I done? He said, you know, what you've found out can never get out. He said, if you mention a word of what you know outside of this room, you're going to F us, F-U-C-K us, past, present and future, and this cannot and shall not and will not ever get out. He said, if you mention a word of it, I will throw you to the wolves. You will lose your job, you will lose your home, you will lose your children. You cannot say a word about this. You have no idea what you're dealing with, who you're dealing with, and how deep this goes. Now, these kids, their lives were at risk. They were living a very, very dangerous lifestyle, and in effect, children did die. The main key witness died. They shut the investigation down, and I was removed. I then went on to another unit, and within the matter of 3 days, I found 50 children that were being prostituted out. These kids were all known to social services, and they were all, the system was making money out of them. I know someone explained it earlier. They were getting £2,000 per children per week for them being in care, and there was no care at all involved. That again was shut down. I made an official allegation of police corruption post Jimmy Savile revelations coming out, and then what happened was that the police came for me. They've tried in the last 3 years to prosecute me on 9 separate occasions, and each occasion could have got me a 2-year prison sentence. On one occasion there was a colleague of mine who's terminally ill with cancer. She was close friends with Bernard Hogan Howe, who was the commissioner at the time of the Metropolitan Police. At a private party at his house, he was paying for her to have alternative treatment for her cancer. It was costing £10,000, it was coming out of some police slush fund. And what had happened with me, the police had put me on, they revoked my pay. I was on no pay. I was looking at losing my home because I couldn't retain payments. They said if I took up any work they would sack me, so my job was at risk. A colleague of mine was so appalled as to what happened that she went up to Bernard Hogan Howe during a Christmas party and said, Bernard, look, I need to talk to you about a colleague of mine. He's been treated really bad, and when you find out what it's all about, I think you'll agree with me. And he said, okay, I'll listen. He said his name was John Wedger. With that, he stood up, walked out, and then the next day withdrew all the funding for her cancer treatment, and her cancer went into remission. Another colleague of mine went to my commander. Earlier this year, one of my children suffered a horrific injury in a terrible accident and was in intensive care, and actually died twice whilst in intensive care. He's now permanently paralysed. I had no income. He was in a hospital 100 miles from my home. I was sleeping in my car because I couldn't afford to stay in a room to go and see him. A colleague of mine went to a commanding officer and said, you need to help John, this is what's happening. I was leaving at home my other children, and one of my children was 16 years old. When my commanding officer heard that, they served discipline papers on my colleague, saying that they're withholding information, and then they sent 2 detectives round to my house and made an allegation being made by the Met Police to my home force that I was committing child abandonment, and they tried to remove my youngest son from me. I teamed up 2 years ago with other whistleblowing coppers. One was Maggie Oliver. I don't know if anyone saw the BBC drama 3 Girls. Maggie Oliver was the GMP, Great Manchester Police detective who exposed the Rochdale child grooming gang. They tried to prosecute her. GMP tried to put her in prison. The other one was Lenny Harper, who exposed the child abuse and murder in Hope de la Garenne in Jersey. And lastly was Mike Veal, the brave Chief Constable of Wiltshire, who exposed Ted Heath. I went to see them all, and what they said is, John, this is what will happen to you. Not so much Mike Veal, but the other two. And they said, they'll come for you, they'll serve you with gross misconduct papers, they will charge you with offences, they will arrest you, they will try and imprison you, they will stop your money, and they will attack everything, and it's exactly what they did. After 3 years of fighting the police, I finally won. I'm now suing them. I'm now bringing together all the other whistleblowing coppers. I'm only dealing with offences. I'm not interested in anything else. But what I'm saying is that there is a conspiracy, a high-level conspiracy involving sexual abuse of children, and it goes right to the top. Lenny Harper, the commanding officer for Jersey Police at the time, said to me, John, what you will find is that the tentacles of what you're looking at will go right to the heart of the British establishment. At the time, the Cabinet Minister for Policing and Crime, Mike Penning, he asked the Home Office to assist me, realising that there was a conspiracy against me. As soon as he did so, the Home Office insisted that they will help me, they will investigate my claims. The Home Office did to me what they did to Maggie Oliver. They invited me into Parliament, asked me to bring all my paperwork. They assured me they would investigate it. They seized my paperwork, promising me that there will be an independent government investigation, and then they buggered off, and I never heard from them again.
Done nothing.
Mike Penning, the very next day, was removed from his post. There is something very, very dark going on. And if I will go back to what the lady said earlier,
listen.
The girl who was going on about the straw man thing, I remember a case of 4 children that were taken into care. 3 of them have been registered. The 4th one had not been registered.
One wasn't registered.
I remember they had to give that child back.
They gave it back.
So even what the lady was saying about the
birth certificate, enslaved us.
It sort of verifies that. So that is my thing. I mean, I continue to sort of campaign. I was in the national press at the weekend, and hopefully there'll be more to come. But you know, when you stand up, when you whistleblow, same as a victim and survivor of sexual abuse, you stand alone. No one will stand by you. I've spoken to people, whistleblowers from the NHS, from within the clergy, and so many people are bullied into silence. So that's my angle, but the truth is the truth, and it will all stand out. But thank you ever so much for getting it.
Shocking. You shocked? Because I was shocked. It's appalling. That's come from someone who was really high up in the Metropolitan Police. exposing the child abuse, and he's been shut up and his life threatened, his family threatened. Enough's enough, people. Enough's enough. This is the sick shit that's going on behind the glossiness that's portrayed in our media and on the news. This is the real stuff that's happening. Real stuff that's happening. Gets me so angry. Just spoke to the woman I'm working with. 6 more cases. 6 more cases people have had fraudulent bankruptcies. They're stealing the kids. They're abusing the kids. They're stealing homes. They're stealing... It's got to stop. This shit's got to stop. Does that not make you angry? When you listen to that, those of you that came, some of you were joining a bit later, you're going to have to go back to the beginning of the replay. Is that not shocking? It's truly shocking. We haven't got a police. The police are supposed to be protecting us and they ain't protecting us. What is the point of having the police? These people swore an oath to uphold the common law of this land and protect the people and protect the children, and they're not. They're protecting corporations, they're protecting the MPs, they're protecting all them bastards in Parliament. Like Theresa May. They're all as bad as one another. That whole thing's a cesspit. It's a cesspit. Go and listen to the Hampstead Heath stuff. That tells you the sick shit these people are in, and it's all being covered up. But what makes me feel positive in all this, like I say, there's this energy. He's banding together with the good cops. There's another one, Dave Eden. Dave Eden, I tell you, whistleblower, ex-copper, Metropolitan Police is telling you how corrupt it is. We've got whistleblowers from the NHS. There's whistleblowers coming out everywhere. Now we've got to unite. Next year, and we've got to get behind that movement. The new Chartist movement. It's run by integrity people, and they've got the backing. They've got the backing from the police. They've got the backing from people in army, and they've got the backing from people who used to work in intelligence. Because all the people that are fed up of what's happening in this establishment and what's going on, they're fed up with it, and they're getting together. We need to get behind this. Please share this video. I wasn't going to do it this morning. I wasn't, and then I just thought, fuck it. This stuff's got to come out now. It's not about living in fear. All these parents that are silenced from these secret